बैठ जाओ. Okay, Mataji, come forward. Bring your chair forward. I think Prabhu's dominated the party. We were supposed to divide it half. Okay, tomorrow we'll do something. Yeah. So Prabhus, you come in the first half, Mataji in the second half. Put.
Let's get more chairs.
Yeah. Everyone should be on chairs because we have to do activities. We have to play games. So everyone need to be on chairs.
Okay. I wanted to drink more liquor.
Can all the Matajis please go on this side? All the Matajis.
Yeah, come forward, Mataji. Come forward. Yeah. Yeah, that's why class setup is very vital. Right now they don't know how where to sit. This is totally a hazard.
It's the first time they're doing it, so they won't.
Course, oh, yeah, definitely. Yes, you sit here. Yes, very good, very good. Come here. Otherwise, I have to bend my neck. Yeah, you keep this and zoom it from somewhere. Yeah, from the back side, because these are my main people who have come here. Yeah, very good. Don't worry, tomorrow I will do the setup first. Then you just sit down over there. We did it, but because of the aarti, we dismantle it. Yeah.
So, welcome back everyone to the Vaisnava Sadachara course. This course is going to be facilitated by His Grace Rupanuga Bhakta Prabhu. He is part of the Iskcon Mombasa community since 2023 and he is regularly engaged in preaching services. He especially educates devotees in the studying of Srila Prabhupada's books and facilitates various courses to spread Srila Prabhupada's mission. Without further ado, I would like to let His Grace speak about himself and give a bit of introduction to himself. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. You give me my markers.
Can I just announce about this?
Yeah, distribute them and distribute pens.
Oh, settle down, everyone.
Sorry, so we have got some handouts here. These are going to be given out at cost of the handbook. It costed 300 shillings to get each handbook printed. So I would kindly request if everyone could donate at least 300 shillings for this.
You're not handling the cost.
Okay? So we'll go around. If they're a bit less, then we'll ask that families share. If families could share together, then that would be better. Okay?
All right. In the meantime, wow, it's a beautiful sound system in this world, where we have children. Can you give one pen to everyone? Everyone, one pen. Yeah. What you need? What? Yeah, go with her. Take some pens. You distribute to the man, Prabhus. You distribute to the ladies, huh? Let me open for you. You hold it. Okay, so this is a handout and the children are distributing pens. So you can mention your name on the handouts so that you don't miss it or skip it, mix it. Mention your name and phone number. Yeah. Are we good? Simple step. Just mention your name and contact number. So this course name as Bhakta Sadachara. So is a foundation course, devotees. It's a foundation course for Krishna conscious devotees. Learn how to act. So before moving ahead, thank you very much for inviting me, especially Anand Prabhu, being there in the service of Mombasa. Thank you very much, Hosil Prabhu, for being coordination with me for so many days about this course. It is a nice gesture, I will say. We printed poster, we had handouts, he provided all these things. So thank you very much. So myself, Rupanuga Bhakta, I think it's too much somewhere, is it? So my name is Rupanuga Bhakta. I came from Vrindavan with my wife, Shyama Krishna Priya Devidasi. She is from Surat. So yeah, Gujarati, in Kenya I had experienced a lot of people from Gujarat, so it makes sense too. So we were traveling Nairobi first. We had a course over there, leadership and management. In the end of May, we were there. Then we traveled to Kisumu, Rath Yatra. After that, we shifted to Eldoret. I think that was our longest part. 10 days we were there. We had 4 courses. She taught deity worship, home deity worship, how to design turban, festivals, Abhishek. So all these things we were doing parallelly, apart from this course for the few people. We had IDC, Iskcon Disciple course and all in Hindi, English. And then we moved to Kisumu. So Kisumu we had in the evening similar kind of structure. We had a course on multiple topics. So we talked about Japa, what is the Madhurya Kadamni. It's a book by Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. We discussed multiple topics on how to home deity worship and turban making. So these were the few things we covered in Kisumu. After that we came here in front of you for this next 5 days discussing Bhakti Sadachara. So this is a very interesting course. I love to educate this course. This is you will learn a lot here. Maybe we are in the moment, but for last 1 year, 2 years. So this course will give you strong footing on the path of Krishna consciousness. It is a science. Krishna consciousness is a science. So it's a sort of cultivation. How do you develop yourself? So here in this module, there are a lot of sections which we are going to cover. And by the end of this course, I believe you will learn how to act in Krishna consciousness, how to think in Krishna consciousness, how to behave in Krishna consciousness. So in this course, there will be some things which are very common, very normal, which you may be doing already, or something you will learn something new. So, and some of the things can be quite obvious. So as a teacher, don't feel, as a student and a teacher, so just take this relationship as a student and a teacher. So don't feel bad that I'm correcting you or I'm giving something new. So this is education. This is just an education, devotees. This is building up so hope this message is clear. Thank you very much. Again, this is wonderful environment. I have never seen any temple like this in the world. This is so good environment. Wow, they don't have walls only. And what an environment. Wow. Actually, I was in New Delhi, Dwarka, and we had Rukmini Dwarkadhish. 10 years I was there. And then I moved to Vrindavan for education. I never thought that I will come back to Rukmini Dwarkadhish again. So we are here in the shelter of Rukmini Dwarkadhish, beautiful altar, Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman, Gaur Nitai, Srila Prabhupada, wonderful temple. I'm happy to be with all of you in this evening. So let's start with simple thing. I will take up your names when we will raise the arms for question answers, for discussion, and I will try to memorize all the names by the end of this seminar. Okay? So there are some norms. If you will go into this worksheet, if you will shift to the
one copy with you.
right now, I don't have, but I like to. Yeah, page number 2, if I'm not wrong. Page 4, yeah, C section. C section, page 4. Maybe one volunteer can read these norms one by one.
Norms. Number 1, we will be punctual for classes. Number 2, we will value all contributions whether or not we agree with them. Number 3, we will not borrow strength from status or position. Number 4, we will discuss issues or behavior, not people. Number 5, we will maintain confidentiality within and without the course. Number 6, we will appreciate others' strengths and successes. We will be sensitive to others' weaknesses and failures. Number 7, we will avoid using the phone and email during sessions.
Thank you very much. What's your name? Kushali Mataji. Oh, you are good wife of Prabhu's CPT team. Okay, thank you very much. Let's focus on some of the points here which are very important somewhere. So one thing is, we will discuss the issues and behavior, not people. It is very good etiquette actually. What do you understand by this norm? If I ask you, we will discuss the issues or behavior, not people. What does it mean? Yes. Do we have two?
It means that we are making a distinction between the person and the person's behavior, because that person's behavior can be changed. Not the person is different. You're not equating the two.
Okay, we are not equating the person. Yeah, I am happy with this. You can just switch it off. Yeah, this will good. Hari, yeah, very good. Sound is also good, I think. So let me give you an example. Suppose you are going to ask some question. And if I say, I will show you 2 examples. Then you have to put it that which one is right, which one is wrong. If I say, Prabhuji, in the Nairobi temple, in the Nairobi temple, I saw one devotee doing like this. Is it all right? First case. Second, Prabhuji, I saw in one temple that devotee was acting like this. Was this right or wrong? Which one is good?
Second one is better.
Why?
Not pointing the particular temple.
Yeah, that's the point. We will discuss issues or behavior, not people. Not my spiritual master Phalam Maharaj says like this. We should be like this. I heard from one spiritual master that we should act like this. In general also, not in class, like in the class we will ask the question like this, that in general, we will discuss issues or behavior. Like I was teaching in VIHE, so people were sitting there and they were having some concerns for Prashadam distribution, and they pointed out, Prabhu, in our Vrindavan temple, in Prashadam distribution, we do like this, the in charge, he is like this. What's wrong here? Pointing out temple, pointing out manager. Instead of asking this question, we can go like this. Prabhu, if we see in some temple, some manager like this. So that's called etiquette. That's called etiquette. Discuss issues, behavior, not people. Not masters, spiritual master, not temples. So that will generalize the thing. Another important point over there is making the confidentiality within the or without the course. Here will be some group exercise, some activity will be there. So there some devotee can share some personal challenges, personal things. So we will keep it up to the class. It is for the education, not for publication or something. Or maybe if I will tell you some higher thing, then don't spread it around. So that is to keep confidentiality of this thing. And another thing is simple, that we need to switch off your phone and email. If you are a doctor, then keep it on. Yeah. Or keep it on silent. If someone phone will ring, they will sponsor prasadam in the next class, sweet prasadam for everyone. Simple. Let's start with the first question. Devotees. Bhakti Sadachara. This word means, in the Vedic scriptures, Bhakti word comes only for Krishna Bhakti. Generally, people have misunderstanding with this word, that this Bhakti word can be utilized for everyone. But actually, in reality, Bhakti happens to Krishna, for Krishna only. So it's Krishna Bhakti actually. What is the meaning of Sadachara, devotees? Etiquettes. What else? Okay, behavior. Wow, who said respect? Thank you, thank you. What's your name? Nitya Krishna.
Yeah.
Wow, Krishna is Nitya, eternal. Respect. What else for Mataji's? What do you think about Sadachar word? What does it mean? Apart from these good words. Any other hand? Some more thoughts? What we understand by word Sadachar? Go to the page number 6, B section, from the top. Who has a mic? Mic, yeah. Maybe young boy. Nitya Krishna.
Bhakti Sadachara means devotional service or bhakti and good behavior Sadachara. Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Leela 10.89. Therefore, the course is named Bhakti Sadachara course.
Simple. Krishna Bhakti, how one will act in Krishna Bhakti. Now, my dear devotees. So, if we go back in the tradition of this Gaudiya Vaishnava tradition, Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya, so all the acharyas, they spent their life in spreading and educating the people, like what is definition of bhakti, how bhakti comes, and what is Krishna Bhakti, all the details they have been given to us. It started with, we all of us know that the Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was there 500 years back. He came and he appointed 6 Goswamis, namely Sri Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, Raghunath Bhatt Goswami. We see all the pictures over there. So the 6 Goswami was sent to the Vrindavan with this objective to establish Krishna Bhakti. Earlier, like in the tradition, especially in the Bengal, people were worshipping, but they were not worshipping maybe Krishna, they were worshipping any other person also with different motives. And as an Indian also, generally when we come in Krishna consciousness, that time we think, okay, people were worshipping so here we have someone to worship. So we are going to the temple and we are worshipping that personality. But actually in reality, that's why Prabhupada used to come up with Supreme Personality of Godhead. Among all the personalities, there is a person who is the highest, and this person is known as Sarva Akarshati Krishna. So he is the all-attractive Krishna. And we are like, we love to worship him. We love to give our emotions to him. So when this word comes, Krishna Bhakti, you share with your partner, what is the source of Krishna Bhakti? How Krishna Bhakti comes to anyone? Yeah, you discuss with your partner, come up with some of the some answers. From where Krishna Bhakti comes? What is the source of Krishna Bhakti? Just exchange with the chairs, with your partners. Maybe you can join with Prabhu. Think for a moment, discuss. In your experience, how Krishna Bhakti comes? What is the source of Krishna Bhakti? All right, let's come back. Yes, let's make a list, maybe. That would be better. Yes, let's start from this end and we will go to that end. Yes. What your partner says about Krishna Bhakti, from where Krishna Bhakti comes? All right. From the spiritual master? Thank you. From scriptures? By association? Thank you. Srimati Radharani, thank you very much. I think we got a lot of points here. We need to shift. We asked to divide them in pair. It's okay. Yes. Someone said? Prashadam. Very good. Krishna himself.
Krishna Bhakti is natural phenomenon.
It's a natural phenomenon.
Attraction.
It's a natural attraction.
Yeah.
So it doesn't come from anywhere.
Yeah, it attracts. Krishna attracts everyone.
Krishna attracts everyone, so it's a self-birth. Very good. Okay, yes. Blessing of Krishna. Krishna's blessing. Bhagavad Gita. What does it mean? Like, so Bhagavad Gita means by keeping Bhagavad Gita? Reading. Yeah, reading Bhagavad Gita. So word can be added. Reading. Hearing what?
Bhagavad Gita is it.
Okay, hearing. Very good. From Sankirtan. Which Seva?
Serving a Vaishnava, knowingly, unknowingly.
Okay, serving Vaishnava. Someone said Seva. Okay, by doing some services. That's very good. Some more thoughts. What is the source of bhakti? From? From within. Good point. From within. Yes. I'm coming.
Body, mind, intelligence.
Bhakti comes from body, mind, intelligence. Yes, Prabhu. Thank you.
Paramatma is situated in our heart.
Oh, good thoughts. Super soul. Yes, Nitya Krishna.
When he starts having doubts about like who am I, and like stuff like that.
Okay, who am I? Athoto Brahma Jigyasa. My, wonderful. Yes, Mataji. From home deity worship. Bhakti comes from home deity worship. Or we can say deity worship. We don't mean to say like Bhakti doesn't come from temple worship. Okay. It's okay. The point is deity worship. So again, we are discussing principles. So principle is deity worship. Done? Should we add something else? Some other thoughts? Yeah? Okay, done. Yes, my dear devotees. So this, the concept of bhakti, Krishna bhakti, has been described by many people. Shri Rukmini Dwarkadhish, Shri Sitaram Lakshmana Gaur Nitai ki jai. So there are first of all two things. One is called, devotees, material pious and impious activity. I go to, in every winter I distribute blankets to needy people. Example of material pious activity. No connection with Lord. Here I have some resources and I want to help normal people, by which you will get punya. In Hindi it's called punya and pap. So I'm just giving you one example. Distributing blankets. People does it. Blankets. Okay, in the previous time people used to open water well, so that everyone can have water. Maybe this generation they know these things. Or nowadays people, water cooler, something here and there. For normal masses. Still today, Prabhu. Yeah, still today. And they know that by doing this punya, we will get to Swarga. That's the destination. Or having next life in the heavenly planets, where there is a just birth and death, no old age, no disease. In Swarga, there is no corona. You will not suffer because of kidney issues, or liver transplant, or knee, back pain, something. In the Swarga, there is a birth and death, simple. And you go there, enjoy your punya karma, come back. Bhagavad Gita 7:23, Shrine punya lokam. That you go there, and then you go to the lower planetary system, you suffer because of the wrong activities, pap activities. So like blanket or like water. Some people like to go on a morning walk every day with the salad, have normal lifestyle. So they like to live sattvic lifestyle. Again, example of material, pious and impious activity. So bhakti does not come from the material, pious and impious activities. That's the first concept. Reason being, because it is material in nature, and bhakti is spiritual in nature. Material thing does not produce spiritual things. There is a book by Srila Prabhupada, life comes from life. Children comes from living children, living people. Table does not come from person. It's not that if we will combine this Vyasasana and this table will come out. Not possible. If we combine laptop and iPad, phone will not come. So life comes from life. Similarly, bhakti comes from bhakti. Bhakti sanjayate bhakti. So when we talk about spiritual activity, So bhakti will come from a spiritual person, from a spiritual living existent person. And you rightly mentioned somewhere. So when you hear from teacher or Vaishnavas, Gurujan, and you hear about Krishna Tattva, and when he is happy with you and you are happy with him, this is the time when the spiritual master or Guru or Vaishnava transfer Krishna Bhakti to your heart. That's the mechanism of transferring Bhakti. Should I repeat? Is it clear? The Krishna Bhakti comes from already someone who has Krishna Bhakti. Now to grow that Bhakti, like for example, you got that seed, Bhakti Lata Bij, Guru Krishna Prasade Pai, Bhakti Lata Bij. So that you got that Bij, now you can say you grow that seed into a tree. And gradually there will be a fruit of Krishna Prema. But how this transfer will happen? By practicing Shravanam, Kirtanam, deity worship, all those elements, association. These are the limbs of Bhakti Yoga. They are the ways by which we execute Bhakti Yoga. But when it comes, what is the source of Krishna Bhakti? Krishna Bhakti comes from a devotee who has Krishna Bhakti. Not by, again, I would say, not by merely engaging in the spiritual activity, it will not produce Krishna Bhakti devotees. It will just increase Sukriti. Sukriti means spiritual credits. In our life, maybe in this life or in the previous life, you must have some experience of spiritual elements in your life. For example, your mother maybe have taken you in the childhood. Let's go baby for a seminar. And you may be sitting like small children and there may be Bhagavatam Katha or something must be going on. So it was adding as a spiritual credentials, spiritual credits in your life. And gradually when you make it bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, so much so that tomorrow when you will see some nice poster, oh, there's some seminar on Bhagavad Gita or something is going on very nice, and immediately you will say, yes, I want to go there. That was the time that your Sukriti allows you to go to association of devotees. And then when you go to that sadhu gave you Shraddha in Bhakti. That cycle starts like that. That sadhu reinforces your Sukriti or your faith, solidify it. And then you accept that, yes, now I want to chant because of that Vaishnava, because of that spiritual master, because of that devotee. Before that, it was building up into Sukriti. It was spiritual credits. Like for example, this produces material Sukriti, because of which people are inspired to do business, to do job, to do work. Like in this life or in the previous life, so many lives, you will be building, like there is some jiva, living entity. If I divide his life into three things, first one is his spiritual credits, second one is karma, and third one is jnana. Have you ever seen people very much workaholic? They wanted to do a lot of work. Why? Because of the association of lot of people in this life or in the previous life who were very much motivated for doing work. That produces their bhakti, their karma unmukhi sukriti. Or there will be some people who are very intellectual, thoughtful, knowledge, they want to hear, read more. They are more into jnana. They had association in this life or in the previous life of those people, those who were addicted to these kind of things. And similarly, I gave you the example, like we build Bhakti Unmukhi Sukriti, or those credits which will be responsible for our spiritual life in the next life. When we associate, suppose for example, you had a Rath Yatra, and the Rath Yatra was going here and on this street, lot of Africans saw that. lot of local Indian people saw that Rath Yatra is going on. What we were doing exactly? We were distributing Sukriti. And many people will like to hear, wow, Hare Krishna, and they may start chanting, dancing even. Because the reflection of the bhakti was falling on them. And they may like to come after Rath Yatra to temple, nicely. Because that trigger their rest of the Sukriti to allow themselves to come in association of the devotees. Now they have come in association of devotees, but after that they need to cultivate that bhakti. But by that association, only by that Sukriti. Just for example, we are distributing prasadam. We distribute Sukriti actually. Suppose in this life or the past life you just touched Bhagavad Gita. That was the spiritual credentials. Or normal example, like I was at one place in Eldoret, so I was with one family and they were showing me the garden. So I saw there were Tulsi Maharani in one home. So I asked, are they devotee? And they said, no, it is their hobby of gardening. And one of the plant is Tulsi Maharani. So unknowingly they were cultivating Tulsi Maharani. Now she is the mother of bhakti. We chant every day, Krishna Bhakti Pradayini, Vishnu Bhakti Pradayini. So they were doing this unknowingly. And that will add into their spiritual credential devotees. This will add into their spiritual credentials. Similarly, like for example, you may be going from one place to another place and one devotee was waiting and you gave him lift or something. This was your nature that you help people. But accidentally you helped one devotee. This will add into your Sukriti. And gradually, that's what Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur explains in the stages of devotion service, starts from Shraddha to Krishna Prema, Shraddha and Sadhu Sangha, then Bhajan Kriya, then Anarth Nivritti. So what happens is, by that Sukriti we get Sadhu Sangha, and that Sadhu will produce Shraddha in Shastras. That Sadhu will produce Shraddha in Bhakti. That's how Bhakti appears in the heart of a Jiva. That's the first principle. Questions? Could you understand the mechanism of Krishna Bhakti? Yes, Mataji. Before Sadhu Sangha? Shraddha, faith. That Sadhu, when you will hear about Krishna now from that Sadhu will produce Shraddha about Shastras, about Krishna in your heart strongly, because you are attracted by them. And someone said respect is something, respect here in the Sadachara. Yes, how Bhakti originate in a heart of a Vaishnava or a devotee Jiva, like when he saw Vaishnavas doing some spiritual activity, there is a respect comes in a heart, that they are doing something good. And devotees, this is the birth of Bhakti in the heart. This is the birth. That's why we are here actually. We are not here by accidental. We had appreciation that yes, you are doing very good. So when you have this thought in heart, this is the birth. Now this is the birth, like you got that seed, now you put water over here, khad, urea, whatever. So this is like Shravan and Kirtanam. About Krishna. You get to know more about that personality now. And the more you hear about the details of Krishna Katha, your bhakti will increase. Not just merely for pastime with the half-baked knowledge. No. With the detail. And your heart will, ramega, means you will absorb into that pastime. This will give a taste for you, for Krishna Bhakti. Krishna consciousness is very simple. Papa say, we make it complex. It's pretty simple. You need to hear about Krishna from a bona fide master, bona fide representative, and this will produce bhakti in your heart, devotees. Chakravarti Pad goes. Maybe Krishna, maybe you were also saying that Krishna Bhakti comes from Krishna. Then Chakravarti Pad says, then Krishna Bhakti should be with everyone then. Why not everyone is there in Krishna Bhakti? We do preaching for so many people, but no one comes, not everyone comes. Like there are, how many Indians are there? For example, in Mombasa? 4,000. Here we have 40. For example, I am just giving credit. Okay, what is the total population of Mombasa? 25?
Total population?
Yeah.
About
Mombasa. 2 million. Mombasa, 20 lakh. So, how many devotees we have in total? Maybe 100, whatever, like, you can add 0 as per your generosity. For example, why not everyone? If Krishna want to give devotion to everyone, so Chakravarti Pad says, no, actually. Krishna Bhakti does not come from even Krishna. Krishna does not want to give even Krishna Bhakti. Why? Because if they will get Krishna Bhakti, then they will control me. And I don't want to get controlled by them, everyone. That's why in the one of the last characteristics of pure devotional service is Krishna Akarshani. That pure devotional service can even attract Krishna. And if Krishna can give you bhukti, mukti, all the desires, very good, you worship me, done. Mukti, done. Money, done. Followers, done. Fame, done. And Krishna, I want you. Oh, no. Then it's a question. Because, in Krishna Leela, Sridham is, keeping hand on Krishna's shoulder. They can jump on him, they can beat him. In the Mathura pastime, when Krishna killed Kansa, after that his friends came in the courtyard and they said, what do you think of yourself? We can defeat you. And they really defeated Krishna in front of everyone. And just few seconds back, he killed Krishna. That's their bhav. And Yashoda Mai is like having stick where he is running and Krishna is crying. Krishna is crying. I ask this question to everyone generally. Now, Yashoda Mai is running behind Krishna with a stick and Krishna is crying. One example, Duryodhan is inviting Krishna Chappan Bhog with a palace. Which one is bhakti? Why? But Krishna is crying, na? And here Krishna is smiling to Duryodhana. 50 say, Chappan Bhog. Here he has been tied up with a tree, with a mortar over there between the trees, crying with a stick. Yeah, that's, you understand, like I'm playing the role of devil advocate here. Like there is a love, there is an appreciation. That's the definition of bhakti actually. Externally, like for example, in your life, if you go home and your mother offer you food with, my mother used to say, "Kha le, thanda ho raha hai, it will get cold, eat." And here if you go to a restaurant and then the waiter comes, "Sir, would you like to have chow mein?" Smiling face. But out of both, which one is love? Mother. These are the subtle elements of bhakti actually. There are subtleties of bhakti yoga. So why I am pushing on this concept? Because we are discussing this concept, devotees. Bhakti Sadachara. Like first understand the process which we are going to follow, which we are following on daily basis. If we understand this science of Krishna consciousness, then we can make it higher, next level. That's called, the faith in Bhakti Yoga is faith. We are not approaching Krishna because of desires, because of some mixed kind of things, maybe some of the other covered things. We just want to express our love to this personality. This person is very loving. That's called bhakti. We want to express our emotion which we have instead of this emotion to n number of people, n number of things of this world, but to just one person who is most attractive, who is very sweet, who is very loving. When we express our emotion, our heart with him, our senses, our intelligence, our mind, our everything, that's called bhakti actually. We don't let it happen to other things. We may have affection to our family members, but our attachment is for Krishna. There is a difference between affection. We have responsibility, but when it comes to, yes, he is a person whom I want to. And this is known as Krishna Bhakti devotees. And to spread this, like that's why the name of our society is International Society of Krishna Consciousness. Four. Yeah, of Krishna Consciousness means we have activities related to Krishna. That is of Krishna Consciousness. But International Society for Krishna Consciousness means there is a purpose. There is a goal. There is something we want to get it. That's called International Society for Krishna Consciousness. That consciousness right now is not with Krishna, like mixed with Krishna or some other thing. Gradually we want to make it fully Krishna consciousness. So that's a bit more explanation on Krishna Bhakti comes from Shri Rukmini Dwarkadhish, Gaurnitai. I have a habit of calling Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Maharani, but they are not there. Shri Sitaram Lakshmana Hanuman. They are there? Okay. Because there we used to give classes like this was our habit. Shri Rukmini Dwarkadhish, Gaurnitai, Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Maharani ki jai. Here is like similar. Yeah. Oh wow, wonderful. So Chakravarti Pad explains that Krishna Bhakti does not come even from Krishna. No, yes. It comes only from, in specific Sanskritic terms, it comes from Madhyamadhikari actually. And that Madhyamadhikari can be your spiritual master or can be any Vaishnava. By his devotion to Krishna, that bhakti will be shifted to your heart. And then you will grow it. Generally it happens in most of the cases is the spiritual master. That's why we say, hear from spiritual master. Main thing of our process is Shravanam. Hearing about what? Hearing about issues? No, hearing about Krishna. Hearing about Krishna. That's how. And now it is a whole science, like you protect your bhakti, like there's a small seed right now, and gradually it's twig. You will protect it from fencing. Now, can you relate how it will act in your life when you will protect your Komal Bhakti? The Bhakti is very tender right now in the beginning. But gradually when it will become tree, this can produce Bhakti to others also. Tree will not get uprooted. So, just adding something to this. When we talk about Shraddha, so there are different type of Shraddha devotees. One type of Shraddha is Komal Shraddha, like very soft, tender faith. If any other person will say, oh, what is this Krishna Bhakti? They are a foolish person. Or who has seen God? And if this attacks your faith and you feel like, God exists or not? Have we seen God? And this attacks your faith. That means right now the Shraddha is Komal, like soft Shraddha. So Shraddha is of another type when we say Lokik Shraddha. That Shraddha is coming because of the Lokik, like your surroundings, your family members. In your society, people generally worship Krishna. So, yes, I am also supposed to worship Krishna. So, this Shraddha comes, Lokik Shraddha. We are following rules and regulation or some principles of Bhakti Yoga because of our surrounding, our family tradition, maybe some other things that were going on. We may be following this. But that's called Lokik Shraddha Bhakti. This is not the right source of human bhakti. Then comes Bala Utpadit Shraddha, third category. Bala Utpadit Shraddha means it happens to our children sometimes, they're gone. So, or maybe like authority is there and they may push, or he may do items of bhakti yoga because of some force, some other things. It will also not produce bhakti. This is Bal Utpadit, that by the force we may convince someone in arguments. Have you ever seen, like when we go for preaching and we convince ta. And this person may say yes. but this is bala utpadit shraddha, forceful shraddha in the heart. So, but normal is, someone said among you, the shraddha in Bhagavad Gita. Yes, the shraddha in the Shastras is the original shraddha. That's what even spiritual master does. But if you come across by your own life, come to this conclusion that yes, I have this shraddha in Shastras. So this is authorized, that you depend on Shastras for the knowledge. And Guru, Sadhu, Shastra, they are They are the three things. Guru, Sadhu, Shastra. They should be in line. They should be in line. You need a living Guru, you need a Sadhu who are exemplifying this principle, and the Shastras are also speaking the same thing. For example, Shastra speaks, chant Hare Krishna. Guru says, chant Hare Krishna. Sadhus are chanting Hare Krishna. So it is in the in-line. Now the process is coming in the in-line. Now here we come up with this understanding that when we say Bhakti Sadachar, means first we become Bhakta, Krishna Bhakta. And now this Krishna Bhakta, how he will think or he will act about different stuff, that is like action of that Bhakti Sadachar, that Vaisnava now. Questions, clarification, comments? Should I go ahead? Are you feeling happy or is it going? What's happening like? I hope it was light. Yes, Prabhu. Okay, done. Okay. So I will touch one of the Sadachar item. This is just like what I said. What we discussed is just beginning of this ladder, whole ladder. Shraddha, Sadhu Sang, Bhajan Kriya, Anartha Nivritti, and Krishna Prema. Even in the Krishna Prema, there are 9 stages. So Bhav is a stage up to which in this body, by doing Krishna Bhakti, you will go. You will have that stage. But in the Prema, there are 9 stages even. And this is a stage when you enter in Krishna pastime. Right now, we are spectating Krishna pastime. We are hearing pastime. Like you heard about Yashoda Mai or she was running. Right now, we are not entering into pastime. We are not participating in the pastime. So when you will enter in the pastime, that is called Prema Bhakti devotees. There are three types of bhakti. Sadhan bhakti, bhav bhakti, and prema bhakti. Sadhan bhakti has 2 categories. One is Vaidhi and one is Raga. And Bhav Bhakti has, it is a stage, it has 8 symptoms. And Prema is in the spiritual world. So when sadhaka practices some rules and regulation, when the rag, natural attraction is not there, but to produce that natural attraction, we follow some rules and regulations. That is called Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti. And gradually that Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti will produce Raga Anuga. Rag is the attachment, deep attachment which exists between the Parshad or the associates of Lord Krishna. That is known as Rag. But when you follow that devotee, that becomes Rag Anuga. You follow that Vaishnava or that already spiritual person in the spiritual world. So that person is, when we follow that person, that becomes Raga Nuga. Raga Nuga Bhakti. And then when you follow Raga Nuga Bhakti, that turns into the Bhav Bhakti. And in this life, we go up to this Bhav Bhakti devotees. So what happens is, when in the next life, you will take birth. Shri Rupani Dwarkadish, Gaur Nitai, Shri Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Maharani, Shri Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman Ki Jai. So in the next life, you will take birth where Krishna in this universe is doing pastime. And then you will take birth, Jiva take birth from the womb of a gopi. And you will enter into the pastime and you will learn how all the characters are acting. And you will get trained here in this world. Then in the next life, the Jiva goes to the spiritual world along with Krishna. And in the spiritual world, then there is an eternal service. That's how Jiva got self-realization. And these are the elements which we discussed in the beginning. Now these are the scriptures, spiritual master, association, prasadam. All these are the items of now bhakti yoga, limbs of bhakti yoga. By doing all these, practicing these limbs, you will produce or you will cultivate your Krishna bhakti. The diagram disappeared. So you will grow your bhakti into Krishna prema, and will go up to the stage of bhava. So it's a science, and that was the process of, and there's a logical reason for why we chant, why we read Bhagavatam, why we associate, why we do kirtan, why do we reside in Dham. So these 5 potent forms of devotional service, this is the reason actually, to produce Krishna prem in the heart. What's the time? It's over, I think. So today we discussed about this bhakti, the production of this bhakti, how this Krishna bhakti comes. Tomorrow we'll start sadachar, acting or behavior like with things. How should we act with dead things? How should we deal with the devotees of Krishna's? How to deal with non-devotees? Like you do business, you go outside, how you should act now with them. How you should act with things. For example, if this is a chair, should I pull this chair like this? Or should I pull this chair like this? This is Vaisnava Sadachara. Like, for example, these cushions are there. One thing is to send to, other one is like this. That's not good. That's for example, I'm just giving one example. But another thing is, okay, you lift it. The thing which you can touch with your hand, we should not touch with our foot. Like if you have to spread some mattress over there, so it's a very simple way. So we should avoid it. We will learn it. That's what I said, that it's a matter of teacher. I will not be there for long. So, but you take these beautiful things. So things, how do we deal with the devotees actually? Categories of devotees. Today we discuss about different types of bhakti. So similarly, there are different types of devotees also. And how to deal with the non-devotees. How to make friends in Krishna consciousness. We will discuss about what is offense. This is in the handbook also. And what is the remedy of offense. This is very good. Like, this will help you. This is amazing. I love how to build friends, non-devotees, devotees, things. Some of the personal habits in Krishna consciousness. These are pretty simple, like when to take bath, when not to take bath, and all. These are pretty, dress of a Vaishnava, putting tilak and all these things. They are pretty simple, but these are quite solid stuff, things non-devotees. So in the upcoming days, we are going to highlight on this Sadachar part. So today we discussed about the Bhakti in the first session. Thank you very much. We'll start on time, we'll end on time. Srila Prabhupada ki Nitai Gaur Premanandai वांछा कल्पतरुश्च कृपा सिंधुदेव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः अनंत कोटि वैष्णववृंद की जय श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय थैंक यू वेरी मच डिवोटीज yes
Sorry, I didn't ask that. Can we go back to that, you said,
List.
material? But
oh yeah
we forgot to ask questions. I just wanted, clear.
yeah
If it's okay.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Let him finish.
So let's take this opportunity to really thank His Grace Rupanuga Bhakta Prabhu for announcing and actually deliberating and bringing out the essence of what actually Bhakti is all about. So let us say our gratitude by saying three loud Hari Bols. Hari Bol! Hari Bol! Hari Bol! Okay, so this is the first session. We've got so much more exciting and engaging sessions in the next 4 days. And I'm sure that there are many people out there who will benefit from such knowledge. So please try and spread the word and get more and more people to come over the next 4 days. So as I said, each of these handbooks, they are cost